need to know Excel coming in. Absolutely not. Okay. Um, do I need any prior experience with data analysis or business intelligence tools? No, you don't. As far as data analysis is the way you think. It's the way you think. And working in Power BI, you're going to learn to start thinking a certain way about certain things, right? So you don't necessarily need to be taught how to think Power BI. People say, data analysis. Data analysis, again, is how you think, how you analyze something. Data analysis is how you analyze data. And it's about how you think. For instance, if you go into a grocery store, no one has to tell you that a certain food is on aisle 8, right? If you ask where that food is, they'll probably tell you it's on aisle 8. But if you move around and then you see that on the top of the aisle there is a list of products, you say, oh, this is where I need to go. So now when you get to look for another product, you look up on the top of the aisle and you say, hey, okay, it's over there. So now you're thinking how you're in a grocery store. But the way you think in a grocery store is not necessarily how you think in a sporting goods store, right? So if you go to a sporting goods store and you're looking for football equipment, when you look around and you see, oh, I see football stuff down here. But if you want golf stuff, you may see golf stuff over there. So now you're thinking a different way. That's all data analysis is. It's how you analyze data. It's what you think about data. It's how you think about data. So the more you do, the more you practice your Power BI skill set, you're going to become better at thinking about data. Okay, so don't sweat, do you have to know or do you have to have data analysis tools already in your tool belt? Let's see, what specific topics will be covered in the course? Power BI, as we know it, is primarily built on the basics of visualization. The reason why I say that is business intelligence is not just data visualization. There's a lot that goes into, or there's a lot that comes with business intelligence. Okay, if you use spreadsheets for your business, that's giving you intelligence about your business. That is business intelligence. If you use SQL in different databases, or SQL, as some may call it, in different databases, that is business intelligence. If you use Notion or DevOps, that is business intelligence. It's just different forms of business intelligence. Robotic automation is business intelligence. Cybersecurity really is business intelligence. There's a lot that goes into business intelligence. Now, they have different sectors, and some may argue that, oh, well, that's not business intelligence and this is not business intelligence. But if it makes your business better, if it helps you to operate your business better, it's business intelligence. So, what specific topics will we cover? So we are going to cover several different topics, but we're not going to digress too far outside of Power BI. Okay, remember, Power BI is a tool. Tableau is a tool. We're not going to digress too much outside of Power BI past Tableau and not to delve too much into Tableau. But we're going to stay within the realms of Power BI. The reason why I'm being this specific about this particular question is, the question was, what specific topics will be covered in this course? Understanding what's covered in Power BI will help you understand what are going to be the specific topics covered in this course. DAX, data analysis expression, which is the primary language for writing code, which we call in Power BI measures, is what we are going to be, it's going to be one topic that we are going to be covering. Building different types of data visualizations. For instance, cards, KPIs, which are key performance indicators, tables, charts, be it column charts and bar charts, pie charts and donut charts, tree maps, funnels. These are going to be different topics that we are going to cover within this course. Publishing to Power BI service is a topic we're going to be covering in this course. Creating actual dashboards are topics that we're going to be covering in this course. But again, those are all topics that are already integrated within Power BI, which makes up the bulk of Power BI. Building data models is what we're going to be covering. SQL Server Management Studio and how it works with integrating with Power BI. Those are topics we're going to cover in this course. Azure is another topic we're going to cover in this course. So we have several topics that are directly associated or affiliated with Power BI that are going to be covered in this course, and then indirectly we're going to be using some Tableau to be covered in this course. I hope that answers your question. I tried not to go too far down a rabbit hole, but tried not to be too vague in the answering of that question, because I don't want you to think that I'm just trying to be vague so that you just sign up and then now you find out that this is not what you thought it was going to be. Next question, will there be hands-on exercises and real-world projects to practice what we learn? Absolutely yes, absolutely yes, absolutely yes, and absolutely yes. Every class is hands-on. Every class is hands-on. Let me read that again. Will there be hands-on exercises and real-world projects to practice what we learn? Absolutely yes. 95% of what we do, I'm going to call real world. There are going to be some things that we're going to make up for data. I'm not going to say this now. There's some things that we're going to make up for data, but for the most part, it's going to be real-world applications. Now, we're not going to be taking anybody real data. So, I mean, if you want to say we're using a real company's data, no, we're not going to do that. I mean, there's some rules that we've got to abide by. And that's one rule is we're not going to take somebody else's data. We're not going to use any proprietary information to build any reports. But it will be real world, quote unquote, applications. Let's see, how can I access the course materials and resources after the class? Everything is online. You will have access to everything online. You will have access to all the materials that are provided by the class online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It is totally self-paced, so you get to determine how much time you want to spend working. You get to determine when you want to log in. You get to determine when you want to log out. 100%. Okay. Again, that question was, will there be, that question was, how can I access the course materials and resources after the class? Now, I'm saying after the class as if the module is being, if you're on the Zoom class. Now, if you're saying how can you access the course materials and resources after the class, after it's over, if you're on the monthly subscription plan, when you cancel your subscription, it's over. There's no more access. If you are